Hey everybody, welcome back to this Let's Play of Final Fantasy III for the PSP. You of course know I am Drak. Let's get to it, shall we? So last time we went through a bunch of side questing, we got 2 very powerful summons, and then we started up the Cave of Shadows. We are here because we need to get the Fang of Earth, which Unei has told us we need all 4 fangs of the elements to get to Zand. So we are going to collect them. And we are a good distance through the Cave of Shadows at this point. But I'm obviously getting lost, because it happens. I am lost, but not frustrated. It's still fun. Except the random encounters are starting to drive me a little batty. Look, bat wings. I see what I did there. And I didn't even mean to do it. Okay, so this is the next floor. We should be getting close to the end, though. But I also want to make sure that I get the chests here, because all the Genji armor is here, I believe. And the Genji armor is roughly the second best. Oh, and there we go. We get another Kiku Ichimonji. So we can dual wield these suckers now. 230 attack power. Love it. And another chest. This has the Genji shield. So if we wanted to do that, we could. But I like dual wielding in this game. I'm a little borderline on it near the end, but we'll still do it. It still helps. Yeah, this actually, I think we're getting really close to the end here. Very cool. Okay, next floor. I want to see if this is actually the end one. This might be it. Yeah, I love that. The big dinosaur spine. Really cool design, Square Enix, I gotta say. For remaking this game, I hope this was as epic as it was on the NES. But it's pretty epic right now. I just wish this thing had not been restricted to handhelds. Thankfully, with the PSP, you can hook it up to a TV, but Nintendo needs to learn that lesson. Oh my gosh. So many games on the DS and the 3DS that I want to play, and I can't. Because I'm going to get, like, several different knots in my neck. But it'll happen eventually. And another big monster spine. And here is the Fang of Earth. We found it! The Fang of Earth! Yes, we did. Who dares break the eternal seal? A dark shadow attacks you. Now, I'm probably saying this boss's name wrong, but I believe it's based off of Hecatoncheires. I might be wrong. Either that or I'm going to call it Hecatoncare, which I don't think is right. So he's our next opponent. And the only reason I know Hecatoncheires, because I actually didn't know that from Greek mythology, is, well, God of War. Thanks, God of War. You taught me something I didn't know. That's really sad that God of War taught me. And it was God of War Ascension. Ugh. Why not 3? 3 was awesome. Alright, so first round, not great, but we're doing okay. And of course, since he's a boss, he gets multiple strikes. And even gets to perform his own few abilities. That's okay, because I can just sit here and cast haste. So that my most powerful party members can attack first. That'll eventually change. Arc will become a little bit more powerful, but Right now, it's Ingus and Luneth. Although Ingus doesn't look like it right now. And Quake. This is actually another spell that you can get. It's one of the weird ones in Final Fantasy, though. It never gets like a 3 scale. It's always just a Quake, and usually Quake can hurt everything on the screen. Another Firaga. Let's see if... will this do it? Yes, that's game. Hecatoncheires is down. Do, 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 do. Never get tired of the victory fanfare. Obtang the Fang of Earth. Obtang? I apparently can't talk tonight. That's awesome. We have to go back to Doga's Manor. I can't wait to see Unei and Doga again. I'm sure you can't, Refia. And thankfully we have a teleport spell, so this'll be faster. Back to the Invincible. For a snooze. For free! Drak likes free stuff. Yes, I know, the music sounds cutesy, but it works. It works for me. Alright, now that we've gotten our proper rest, it is time to go meet up with Unei and Doga. But first, the Invincible Maze. Oh my. So while we are making our way there, the other game that I can talk about that I've been able to play recently, that people have been asking, is Red Dead Redemption, and mainly because I've been getting a little bit of flack for the fact I'm not liking it. I hate to give you guys bad news again, but I'm still not liking it. So, I got through a good portion of the game thus far. I have finished up Mexico, which in turn allowed for me to get all the quests from Luisa Fortuna, and then I also got the ones from Abraham Reyes. Oh man, Mexico I had so many problems with. Especially, there isn't a good guy in Mexico. There really isn't. Even John Marsden, to some extent, is just kind of a dick out there, pardon my French, but I was able to have some story progression. I actually did capture Javier Escuela, and we put down Bill Williamson. I'm a little peeved at that. I kind of wish, like, because with Javier, it felt more climactic. It felt like you actually had a choice. You could either decide to kill him, or you could just turn him in. And I like that idea, but with Bill, you just finished him. And especially given all the hassle that I had to go through in Texas for him, I kind of wanted to capture him, and the game just didn't give me an option other than to finish him. So I have killed Bill Williamson, which seems kind of dinky, because I thought I was supposed to capture him, and I captured Javier Escuela, which I didn't even realize I was trying to capture. But I also get, we got to get the storyline of Dutch Vanderland and how he kind of trained them all. And that sounded kind of cool until I got to Blackwater and I met the guy, and he's a little crazy. He's just crazy. That's the only word I've got for it. So I met him, and now I'm in Blackwater. So I've started up the stuff with Agent Ross, who's just government agent at work. Wonderful guy, let me tell you. And also Harold McDougal, who just perplexes me. So Blackwater is a little, I will admit, it's a little better because it's a city environment and things aren't so spread out, but not by much. We'll get into it a little bit more in a second. Come, it is time for Unei and I to give you what we have prepared. Forgot who I was doing for a second there. Where are you guys? We can't see you. Step on the circle and make your way through the tunnels. We shall await at the end. Cool. He has a bat cave. So now we're going to step into the hidden catacombs of Doga's Grotto. This one's actually kind of cool in the fact that there are quite a few levels that actually feel, even though it's a top-down perspective, it feels like you're going lower. Really great design, I gotta say, for the player at least, because it makes you feel like you're going deeper, and in a top-down perspective, that's really hard to convey. In 3D games, they don't have a problem doing it. In like top-down games, like the original Final Fantasy games, you get stairs, and that's roughly it. And that's just not as epic. But this one did it right, and also the music just complements this area. Because it all just feels mysterious. And people might see that I actually haven't equipped the summon magic yet. I'm doing that right now. And we're also going to be switching around some items, just in case I got something better. Oh, and it did look like my wizard rod was better. I must have missed it. Let's see. Rune staff. No, nothing's better than it. At least until we get the final weapons. The trident, the wind spear, those are going to be the best that we have right now. And now on into Doga's Grotto. So while we're making our way, let's get back into Red Dead a little bit. So, like I said, I'm in Blackwater. I like the area, and I like the stories that it's trying to tell, but again, I'm not really coming across people I like, because especially since now I'm meeting kind of the government people who are holding John Marston's family hostage, and that irritates me a little bit. So I wish I could say I liked it more, but not so much. I do like the fact that missions are not as spread out, but that's pretty much it, I'm afraid. I will finish the thing, but right now, Undead Nightmare is not looking very likely. Because I'm not willing to endure zombie in a game I don't like. Ooh, that's a creepy model right there, guys. That takes Sword of Omens, give me sight beyond sight, and kind of warps it a little. Ugh. And of course, since it's Doga's Grotto, we do have quite a bit of items that we can collect here. The Lust Dagger. Love that. The Lust Dagger. Or the... I can't talk tonight. The Lust Dagger. It makes you lusting. Or maybe it's like how Yu-Gi-Oh! Like to use the word luster a lot. Black Luster Soldier, Luster Dragon. Okay, so deeper and deeper we go. Another Phoenix Down. I'm liking the fact that we're getting so many Phoenix Downs and elixirs right now, because we're going to need them in the end. And again, we have kind of another floor where it feels like we're going deeper and deeper. And oh my gosh, our first ogre model along with a cow with wings. You would think there would be no cow level in Final Fantasy, but apparently there is. And the cows have wings. I think Final Fantasy just outdid Diablo, because those were just plain cows. Alright, so this is the end, and oh, such a cool room. Love it when designers take the license here. Good, you have come. We must now make the key to Eureka whole once more. That's right, put him up! What? What? But no, we can't! Listen to me very closely. In ancient times, there were weapons too powerful for mankind to use. Those weapons were sealed in Eureka, but now their time has come.
And the Eureka key needs the energy from Doga and myself to be complete. Do you understand?
No, you can't ask us to... Doga Unei, we can't fight you. It must be done. Have it your way. If you do not defeat us, you will die. Doga attacks you. No, I don't want to kill Doga. Oh, gee, whoa. Doga, seriously, man, put the robe back on. What the heck, man? So yes, we have to fight Doga and Unei because they give us access to the hidden area of Eureka, which allows us access to the final weapons and the final magics. And I just love the whole concept. You know, he's this old wizard, and we're not fighting an old wizard. We're fighting some weird Lovecraftian horror. What the heck, man? Put the robe back on. I wonder if the NES game did this too. Just make it a wizard, guys. We get it. We're fighting Doga. You know, like, even Gutsgo, to some extent, granted what he became later, but the first one, he looked similar to his model. This is just way out there. You know, I hate to quote the AVGN here, but what were you thinking? And I wonder... Now, he had access to some of the older higher forbidden spells. Ooh, Ingus down. Ouchies. Okay, so I'm going to have to bring up Ingus. I will give Doga that, man. He smacked me pretty hard. End game. So Ingus gets no XP. Awesome. Ingus is just taking a nap right there. No biggie. Doga, no!
It's my turn now. Let's see what you're made of.
Oh, I'm afraid what you're gonna look like. Unei, don't make us do this!
Be quiet. There's a time for talk, but this isn't one of them. Now, have at you!
I'm really worried about what she's gonna look like.
But don't worry. Even if our bodies are lost, our souls will still remain. Now, take this!
You comforted us before you killed us. Yeah, appropriate. That's very demonic. Well, for as creepy as Unei kind of looks, that makes sense. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and raise up Ingus really quick. Now remember, Unei had all the buff magic, so she's gonna be even more fun to deal with. Because she can technically buff herself and kill Ingus again! Ah! No! Heal for nothing. Alright, well, we gotta do this again now. And Unei gets the first turn. And casts Tornado! Awesome! Please miss, please miss, please miss. Yes! Tornado's a pain in the butt in games. If it's the Tornado from, like, other Final Fantasy games, I'm glad it didn't work. Because it would take us down to, like, 2 HP. Alright, Ingus is back up, so now we can kick Unei's butt. And I love it, her tongue is sticking out, man. Seriously. Creepy. And I know somebody's gonna leave a comment. Unei's awesome! I just don't like the model. It looks creepy. I'm not saying Unei isn't a kill character. Just, ugh. Okay, Faraga, is this gonna be game? Nope. We got another round. Because why not? Well, we're not gonna take any chances, just in case she gets first chance again. And game! That's Unei! We have now killed the mentors that helped us so much. I feel so great about that. Oh, bet you needed the XP. Shut up, Unei. You're dead. Doga Unei! The Eureka Key is now complete. Take it. Obtain the Eureka Key. Doga! Spare yourselves the distress. Our souls will still remain, even if our bodies are lost. You must go forth and stop Zand. He's in the circus tower, whose entrance is guarded by 4 ancient statues. You must banish the darkness from this world. I know you can do it. I can see the light within you, each bright and strong. The light of courage. The light of kindness. The light of affection. Kindness and affection are the same thing, Doga. Sorry. And the light of determination. Your hopes and desires all turn into light and give you strength. Banish the darkness from this world, warriors of the light.
Here, take this too. The circus key. It opens the sealed door you'll find inside the tower. We will be watching over you. Please, you must save Zand.
Unei! No! And they fade. This is a really touching kind of moment. You know, they guided you to this point and then you had to strike them down. That's a powerful scene to take part in, and I love Doga's lines from it, where he tries to say, no, it's fine. You need to do this. So now that we have killed our mentors, we're so kind. We have the light of kindness, and we kill. Well, I'm gonna make fun of this, but you know, it was necessary for us to do that. So before people start knocking me on, I get the importance of the moment. It's just a little funny. He says we have the light of kindness, and well, we did the least kind thing we could do. Okay, so now we actually need to go back and get the Invincible. I love that I've parked them both outside the ancient ruins. Alright, and the first thing that we have to do in the Invincible... free bed. It's like, for a second there I had to think about it. Free in? It's free! Use it! Yes, Luneth, we get it. You slept like a log. You always sleep like a log. And we appreciate you for it, but, you know, we're kind of done hearing about it. Okay, so now we actually need to head to the Circus Tower, or in this game it's actually referred to as the Crystal Tower, too, to take on Zand. And Xand is an interesting character because you don't get a whole lot of information on him. But we'll go into that a little bit later when we actually face him. So next week, we're going to make our way to Xand's Tower. But in the meantime, I am Drak, of course, and this has been a Let's Play of Final Fantasy.